do more, be better than you were yesterday, and don't look at what other people do. Don't look at their metrics. Don't use likes and comments and shares and whatever it is and views as the metric to hold your business, brand, company, whatever against. Just be better than you were yesterday, and every day try to do a little bit more. Hey, what's up guys? Stan here, and this is week 24, book 24, and this week's book is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. So this book is great. It's obviously a lead on to Crush It from Gary Vaynerchuk himself. And I guess my takeaways from this book wasn't necessarily any of the pro tips and stuff that he had inside the book. All great, all of it. But for me, it was about lighting that rocket up my ass, I suppose. Just, getting it done. There's so many things that I want to do with my life and with this business that I've started that I need to just get my A and a G and just get it done. And this book was a timely reminder that get started, do it today. What's holding back? Now that I've resigned, I've started fully into my business and, I've been working in it for a few weeks now. It's so important that I'm not just wasting my days away. If I don't have a sales call or I don't have customers or clients that I'm working with on that particular day, then I should be doing more. I should be creating content and I should be distributing it out there and spreading the message that I'm trying to speak. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to catch back up to all the books that I've read. I obviously let it slide a little bit there and I got a little bit behind. So I'm trying to get through all of those books and give my key takeaway that I had and catch back up to, keep up with that journey that I was on. So that's what it did. That's what this book did. It really gave me that drive and determination to make more from the time that I have. And also that plus a lot of other talks that I've listened to of Gary V's is to spread into all the different social medias. Don't just focus on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, all the big ones. Even LinkedIn, for a lot of people, that's not even a big one. But for me, it's one I've been focusing a lot on. This video will be up on LinkedIn, and something I realized is that I was putting all these videos just up on YouTube. I'd get so many views or whatever. And I was thinking, because I want to grow this YouTube channel, so put it all on YouTube and link it all around all my other platforms. But then I sort of realized, is it that I want to grow a YouTube channel, or do I want to have my message heard, or do I want to have these book reviews watched? And I realized that the thing I'm trying to do is have my message heard and have these book reviews watched. So the more people I reach, the better. And then as you understand these platforms properly from reading books like Crushing It and watching all these videos of Gary Vee and other, great people like Kerwin Ray and whatnot doing what they do, you understand that you need to put it on native to the platform that you're putting it on. And it needs to be in the format that platform uses better. So, on Instagram, it needs to be in 4:5. That's the best way to get the maximum screen size for people watching it. It needs to have captions because, how often do you have the sound blasting on your Instagram while you're walking around the city watching videos, or you're at work and you're watching something, you need captions so people can read this. This book really helps me, kick it up a notch and understanding how to make a lot of content and how to get a lot of content out of, one piece of long form content like this book review, for instance. There might be small snippets in here which you can cut up and distribute on multiple different platforms that are contextual and relevant to those platforms that you're putting it on. It also made me download TikTok and have a look at TikTok and see what that's all about, because like I said in a previous video, I didn't know what TikTok was. There's all these young kids on it, there's kids making videos that reach millions of people, and I have no idea how to use it. So that's just ridiculous because, I'm a massive tech geek and I don't even know how to use one of the biggest platforms on these devices. So it made me jump on there and figure it out, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, Claire and I have figured out what we want to do on TikTok and what messaging we want to put on there. That's what it taught me. It taught me that there's only a handful of platforms that are worth your time, and you need to be on them. And you need to be doing as much on it as possible, especially if you're in business, especially if you're trying to create a personal brand. If that's not who you are, if you're not trying to create an online business or a brand in yourself, then you probably don't need to do as much as everyone else says you do, or especially people like Gary Vee, who says you need to do as much as possible. But if you are, and you have a personal brand, and you have an online business or just a business in general, then you need to be on all the platforms. Just because it's kids using TikTok, how long is your business going to be around? Do you want it to be here in 10, 20 years time? Those kids are your future customers. Why are you not targeting them now? Definitely be on all of them. And then for me, I guess my personal brand and what I'm trying to achieve about helping as many people as possible to do what Claire and I want to do, which is be able to do what we want when we want. I want to just spread this message as much as possible. I want to try all the learnings I take out of these books. I want to teach everyone what they are. Everything I learned from interviewing and meeting people on the podcast, I want to be able to spread that message as much as possible. And so to do that, the best way is to put it on as many platforms as possible, because then I have a bigger audience and more people will see it. And although, obviously I'm building a company on the side as well as this personal brand, it'll also be the same for when I'm trying to grow that company. As I grow my business and I'm looking for, clients and whatnot, of course I'm going to use all these platforms to do it. So that was my takeaway from this book. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty much the same as Crush It taught me as well, but it was just another reminder that you're never doing enough. And if you think you are, there's always ways to scale it. If you're doing 50 bits of content a day, do 100. If you're doing 1 bit of content today, do 2, And I guess the most important lesson that I've been trying to preach a lot is that don't compete with anyone else. Don't try to be as crazy as Gary Vee is. I mean, that guy is a legend, but just be better and just compete with the person that you were yesterday. And I've talked about this a lot before, and I've read some passages from Simon Sinek and what he talks about being better than you were 6 months ago, and in 6 months from today, being better than you are today. And I think that is crucial, and that having that mindset around your growth and what you take out of these certain books is a really healthy way of attacking it. Because if you go in there trying to compete with everyone else in the business and everyone else on those social platforms, and you look at all these people who get millions of likes and you're getting 4, it's going to be depressing. You don't want to do that. It just doesn't help. It shouldn't be the reason. Yes, I want as many people to see my content as possible, but I also don't care if I get 100 likes or 5 likes or whatever. I'm just going to put out what I believe in, what the truths that I speak, and hopefully along the way I'll find an audience that wants to listen. And if I don't, then obviously these videos are crap, and I should probably change them and make something better. But that's my key takeaway. Do more, be better than you were yesterday, and don't look at what other people do. Don't look at their metrics. Don't use likes and comments and shares and whatever it is and views as the metric to hold your business, brand, company, whatever against. Just be better than you were yesterday, and every day try to do a little bit more. So that was my key takeaway. Anyway, next week's book is Everything is Fucked by Mark Manson. Looking forward to talking about this one. Got to meet him, to meet Mark, that is, earlier this year when he came for his book tour. So very exciting. So we'll jump into that next week, and otherwise we'll catch you later. See you guys. Have a good one.